Hello. I'm here to do a video log of a book that I have been reading while traveling. I have had Noam Chomsky's Power Systems as my travel reading while I've been away from Finland. And at first I thought about giving a review of each and every chapter of this book. But because the topics that Chomsky covers here are so vast, I realized that I need to read the entire book before I say anything about it. So, yeah, I found this book really a really good read. I have just finished it, and I really like the way that Chomsky summarizes a lot of the things that are going on in the world right now in terms of politics, global politics, and also internal politics. Also, environmental issues, education, economics. He has a lot of knowledge on a lot of topics, so he manages to bring that together in a way that is comprehensible to me, even though I don't have much background information on the topics that he discusses here. So I was thinking about what to say about the book, because of course I cannot really summarize a book in a short video log, but there's a quote in the book in a chapter where he discusses education, which I thought I would use as a guideline for whatever I say about this book. So it says that there was a physicist, Victor Weisskopf, in MIT, and he used to say, like, I quote the book, when students would ask him what his course would cover, he would say, "It doesn't matter what we cover, it matters what you discover." In other words, if you can learn how to discover it, then it doesn't matter what the subject matter is. So whatever I have discovered from this book by reading this book, I will now share. And I have made, for example, many notions about the global politics. I have realized that there are many nooks and crannies on this planet that I haven't really even paid attention to. And Chomsky here in this book brings a lot of things, a lot of countries into focus that I haven't really ever paid any attention to. And in that sense, I found this book a very good read. And another thing that I found interesting, when I was reading it today, actually, I realized a new thing about education, because I have recently been accepted into university to study education science, and I am very interested in the subject of education. And today, and as I was reading, I realized that one of the essential things when organizing education or administrating education is to realize what is the most relevant to be taught in the prevailing culture, in the environment, and in each individual, because that is different. Like, what is relevant and what is essential is different in different circumstances. Of course, every bit of information may be useful everywhere, but what is most relevant at the moment, at the time, is different. So that is an important realization that I got while reading this book today. And another one, as I've been struggling with the choice of path that I have made so far by applying to university in the first place, and committing myself to studying this subject and doing what I can within this field for now. I came across a quote at the very end of the book that I would like to share with you, because this really really spoke to me right at this moment. It says that every night when I come home and start to answer the day's hundreds of emails, a fair number are from young people saying, "I don't like the way the world is going. In fact, I can't stand it. What should I do?" By now I receive so many that I'm almost compelled to resort to form responses, and what I point out is that you're well on the way to answering the question yourself because you recognize there's a problem. There is no general answer for everybody. There is no right answer for every person in all circumstances. It depends on who you are, what your concerns are, what your options are, how much you want to devote yourself to it, what your talents are. But you're probably pretty privileged, otherwise you wouldn't be writing me a letter on the internet. That means you have a lot of opportunities, much more than your counterparts in other countries or even here a generation ago. So there is a legacy that you can use. It's not going to be easy, it never is, but you can make a difference. You just have to find your own way. There's no way people can answer for anyone else the questions, what should I devote my life to, how should I live? Those are things you just have to work out for yourself. You will go down paths that don't work. There will be failures which you can learn from and then go back and start over in a different direction. It's in your hands. And this is something that I wish to state for myself again in this moment of time, because I'm about to start studying a subject that I am not entirely sure, like, if I'm not entirely sure about it, like, is this the right choice for me? Am I going down the wrong path? But this is another big realization that I came across while processing this point myself in the last few days, is that there is a world that requires action, and that is the world I live in, and that is the world that I cannot escape. And I know that I will need to act, but the way in which I can act, I mean, I have plenty of options available to me. I could do anything, basically. I live off in such circumstances. I have been lucky enough to be born in such circumstances in which I have the freedom to do pretty much anything I want. And for a long time I have had people tell me that I am lucky to be passionate about something. But I've come to realize, like, all the years that I have been passionate about arts, for example. So all the while I have been passionate about arts and applying to art schools, never getting into any art schools, I have realized that the passion has never led me to such places where I would actually be able to make a difference. So when people become passive and do not act in this world that would really need some action, and by becoming passive, they become passive when they believe that they would need a passionate feeling to act, a passionate feeling to motivate them, when in fact such a feeling is an illusion. Like, I'm passionate about the things that I am, like, interested to learn at the moment. I'm not sure what I will do with that information, that knowledge that I acquire. Like, I have no idea, but I'm going to go there anyway, just to, like, explore that path, see where it leads me. I mean, I'm not super passionate about it, but I'm interested in it, and I'm willing to find my way through the bushes that grow on that path. So maybe that's something I would like to say, is that you don't necessarily require a passion to go forward. You just require something to motivate you. And my motivation is something that Chomsky appears to have. To me, it seems that whatever has been driving him forward in his career, which is lengthy, it is not passion per se, but it is a motivation that is born out of the knowledge that something needs to be done. And you just do whatever you can. So I recommend this book wholeheartedly. It's very good. And I am interested to familiarize myself with Chomsky's later, past work that he has done, because this is the first book I've read by Chomsky. And yes, I will familiarize myself with his other works as well, based on this book alone. Yeah. So thank you very much.